I'm like, hello everybody. Welcome back to my video. This is a candy bar wrapper from like different country. Pretty sure it's British, either British or Greek. But anyways, yesterday I read chapters 5 through 8 of Ecclesiastics. So that means today I'll be reading chapters 9 through 12 of Ecclesiastics. Ignore the thunder in the background. Let's get started in chapter 9. Enjoy life despite death. Indeed, I took all this to heart and explained it all. The righteous, the wise, and their works are in God's hands. People don't know whether to expect love or hate. Everything lies ahead of them. Everything is the same for everyone. There's one fate for the righteous and one wicked, one the good and the bad, for the clean and the unclean, for the one who sacrifices and the one who does not sacrifice. As for the good, it is also for the sinner. As for the one who takes an oath, also one who fears an oath. This is an evil, and all that is done under the sun. There is one fate for everyone. In addition, hearts of all people are full of evil, and that they go to the dead. But there is hope for every joined with all living sin. So the live dog is better than a dead lion. For the living know that they will die, but the dead don't know anything. There's no longer a word for them, because the memory of them is forgotten. Their love, their hate, and their envy have already disappeared, and there's no longer a portion for them in all that's under the sun. Go eat your bread with pleasure, and drink your wine with a cheerful heart. For God has already accepted your works. Let your clothes be white all the time, and never let oil be lacking on your head. For enjoy life with the light you will love all the days of your fleeting life, which is beginning to you under the sun. All that your fleeting days, for it is your portion of life and your struggle under the sun. Whatever your hands find to do with all your strength, because there is no work, planning, knowledge, or wisdom and shield where you're going. Limitations of wisdom. Again I saw under the sun that the race is not too swift, or the battle too strong, or the bread to the wise, or riches to the discerning, or favors to the skillful. Rather, time and chance happen to all of them. For certainly no one knows his time, like fish caught under a cruel net, or like birds caught in a trap. So people are trapped in evil at this time, as it suddenly falls on them. I observe that this is also wisdom under the sun, and it seems significant to me. There was a small city with a few men in it. A great king came against it, surrounded it, and built large siege works against it. Now a poor wise man was found in the city, and he delivered the city up by his wisdom. Yet no one remembered that poor man. And I said, wisdom is better than strength, but the wisdom of the poor man is despised, and his words are not heeded. And but more than shots or rulers or fools, wisdom is better than weapons of war. But one sinner can destroy much good. Chapter 10, halfway through. The burdens of folly. Dead flies make perfumers' oil stink. So little folly outweighs wisdom and honor. To a wise person's heart goes to the right, but a fool's heart to the left. Even when the fool walks along the road, his heart lacks sense, and he shows everyone he is a fool. If the ruler angry rises against you, don't leave your post, for calmness puts great offense to rest. There is an evil I have seen under the sun, an error proceeding from the presence of our ruler. The fool is appointed to great heights, but the rich remain in lowly positions. I have seen slaves and horses, but the princes walking the ground like slaves. The one who digs in a pit may fall into it. The one who breaks through a wall may be bitten by a snake. The one who quarries stone may be hurt by them. The one who splits logs may be endangered by them. The axe is dull, the one does not sharpen its edge. Then one must exert more strength, however. The advantage of wisdom is that it brings success. A snake bites before it's charmed, then there is no advantage for the charmer. The words of the mouth of a wise person are gracious, the lips of a fool consume him. The beginning of the words from the mouth is folly, but the end of the speaking is evil madness. If the fool multiplies words, no one knows what will happen, and who can tell anything that will happen to him? Strict as a fool, weary them, for they don't know how to go to sea. Woe to you, land, when your king is a youth, and princes feast in the morning. Blessed are you, land, when your king is a son of nobles, and your princes feast at the proper time. For strength, not for drunkenness, because laziness other caves in, because the neglect of hands in the house leaks. A feast is prepared for laughter. A a feast is prepared for laughter, and wine makes life happy. Money is the answer for everyone. Do not curse the king. Even in your thoughts, do not curse a rich person. Even in your bedroom, for a bird of the sky may carry the message. A winged creature may report the matter. Chapter 11. Invest in life. Okay, now that's halfway through. I got mixed up last time. Send your bet on the surface of the water. After many days of your life, find it. Give a portion to 7 or even to 8, and you don't know what disaster may happen on earth. If the clouds are full, they'll pour out on rain on earth, whether the tree falls to the south or the north. The place where the tree falls, there will lie. When you watch the wind will not sow or it will not reap, just as you don't know the path of the wind or how bones develop in the womb of a pregnant woman. So also you don't know the work of God who makes everything in your morning so your seed. In the evening do not let your hand rest, because you don't know which will succeed. Whether one or the other or both, let them be equally good. Light is sweet and pleasing for the eyes to see the sun. Let him rejoice in them all, and let him remember the days of darkness, since they may become all that comes is futile. Rejoice in person while you are young, and let your heart be glad in the days of your youth. And walk in the ways of your heart and desire of your eyes. But know, for all these things, God will bring you judgment. Remove sorrow from your heart, and put away pain from your flesh, because youth and the prime of life are fleeting. Chapter 12, the final chapter of Ecclesiastics, a twilight of life. So remember your Creator in the days of your youth, before the days of adversity come, and the years approach, and you say, I know the light in them. Before the sun and the light are darkened, and the moon and the stars and the clouds return after the rain. One day when guardians of the house tremble and the strong men stoop, the women who grind grain cease because they are few, and the ones who watch through the windows see dimly. The doors of the streets are shut while the sound of mills fade. When one rises, the sound of a bird and the daughter the song grow faint. Also, they are afraid of the heights and danger of the roads. The almond tree blossoms, and the grasshopper loses its spring, and the caper berry has no effect, for the mere mortal is headed to the eternal home, and the mourners will walk around the street. Before one silver cord is snapped, and the gold bowl is broken, and the jar is shattered at the spring, and the wheel is broken in the well, and dust returns to earth as it once was, and spirit returns to God who gave him. Absolute futility, says teacher. Everything is futile. Teacher objectives and conclusion. In addition to the teacher being a wise man, he constantly taught people knowledge. He weighed, explored, and arranged many proverbs. The teacher sought to find delightful sayings and wrote words of truth accurately. The sayings of the wise are like cattle prods, and those from the master are collections like firmly embedded nails. The sayings are given by the shepherd. Beyond these songs, maybe when there's no end to the making of any books, and such study right the body. All has been heard. The conclusion of the matter is this: fear God and keep his commands, because all this for all humanity. For God will bring every act of judgment, including every hidden thing, whether good or evil. So now it's time for songs tomorrow. And let me check something real quick. Give me a sec. Okay. I'm trying to look something at the arrangement of all books. Yeah, so basically, it's songs of songs tomorrow, or like Solomon, I think is what some people, in some places it's called. But yeah, it was wrote by Solomon. I'll be reading it tomorrow. And so, yeah, it is 8 chapters, I believe. Let me check. Yes, tomorrow I'll be reading a 8 chapter. I'll be reading 4 chapters, and after that I'll be reading 4 more chapters, in total 8 chapters. And so I'm not going to carry on anymore. I hope you guys have had a great day so far. Have a great day today. That's all for Ecclesiastics. So remember, God loves you, and goodbye.